Okay, here for round 5. This hand's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I'm going to mulligan it. I'll try this. With a bounce land, it's a turn 3 Karn, so maybe better than the average, your average 5. I don't know. So we're faced with kind of a hard decision here. So we can either play the Grazer, and then if we draw a non-bounce land, we can play Karn, or we can hold the Grazer so if we draw a bounce land, we can Titan faster. I think I'm going to play out the Grazer. I think this is Rhinos, and getting Karn down for engineered explosives is probably good. See if our opponent has force. No. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna plus 2 Karn for now. So that it doesn't just die to a Fury. Oh. That's unexpected. Okay. I guess we wish we had grabbed coding now. Probably still the right call, though. Just 2 lands, and I guess my opponent needs a land and a fetch land to kill the card. Alternatively, we might just want to like cycle a relic, try and find lands. That's probably the better play. Griffey, no. What are you barking at? Okay, probably just scape shift and we're dead here. Okay, bring to light. Don't think anything in the sideboard really appeals to me. Maybe Force of Vigor. I think I'd rather have Karn though than Force of Vigor. Could switch out Radiant Fountain for Cavernous Souls, but I think there's probably some value in Radiant Fountain being in the deck. Opponent probably has a lot of good sideboard cards for us, like Alpine Moon. Maybe Spreading Seas. I think my plan is to just try and get under them. Okay. Let's see. I guess this hand is so terrible. But I guess in theory it's a turn 4 kill. So I'm going to keep it based off that. I think it's better than whatever our 5 is going to be. I think I'm just ready to lose to everything. Force of Vigor, that's a fun one. Good way to lose. Okay. Let's try this again. See, we'll just top deck an Amulet, and then we'll play a Titan. I can't think of anything that could possibly go wrong with this plan. So I guess we're probably gonna end up mapping for Castle Garenbrig just to give us some sort of live draws. Unmoored Ego. Okay. Not really a card I'm super concerned about. I mean, yes, they're taking the Titans out of our deck, but we still have the Colossus, and this is drawing us cards, so, you know, it might even just draw us into a better hand. Unless they name Amulet. Amulet would be a pretty heads-up name from our opponent. Knowing that the Saga's coming off and the Expedition map's in play, we just lose the Saga and the game, presumably. Now we have outs. Let's just draw Amulet, Ramp Piece, and Cultivator Colossus. I mean, that's two of the three of the things that I just asked for. I guess I'll lead on Explore. This is tricky because I don't know how many lands I'm supposed to leave in play right now. I think 3 lands with a Colossus is probably enough, plus I could get one off the draw step. Am I supposed to grab Slayer's Stronghold here? Or just Valakut? I think I'm going to do Valakut. I think it makes most sense to me that I'm trying... Like, my game plan right now is to Colossus into Dryad, and that'll be a kill. Yeah, if our opponent had just unmoored Ego on Amulet, this game would have been very, very over. And now we've got sort of a chance. So you're saying there's a chance? Yeah, I still think victory necessarily involves Colossus. So now we're hoping to top deck a land. Can I just Colossus with 1 land? Is that even a game plan? I guess that's where we're at. like there's an argument for waiting a turn, but I think that a lot of bad things can happen. Well, that's a bad thing that happened. Mystical dispute. I mean, everything else our opponent has done hasn't been really what's beat us. What beat us was that force of vigor, and nothing else has mattered since as much. They have had their cards line up pretty well against ours, though, despite not really like threatening to kill us. They've kind of prevented us from doing anything. Dryad from our opponent. Brennan 6. Am I allowed to concede yet? Suppose I'll take a draw step. Opponent kind of spewing out all their stuff, which I don't really agree with, because like our way back into this game is to kill their Dryad with a Dryad of ours, and like if they hold just back 2 fetch lands, we can't do that. Maybe we're just dead though. I guess I was supposed to play out the Grazer, but I doubt it's gonna come back down to like that too. Like, yeah, we're dead. Tilted. I'm just tilted.